Shanti. To remain constantly cheerful, be easy natured and tolerant. Easiness, greatness, and tolerance. In order to keep the mirror of your awake stage clean and clear, pay attention to three things: easiness, greatness, and tolerance. If even one of the three is missing, a stain of that lack will then appear on the mirror. Therefore, whatever work you do, let ordinariness not appear in that. Transform that ordinariness into greatness. Have tolerance in every task and imbibe easiness in your words, and success will then be visible in your service. Om Shanti.
Oh, Shanti, welcome to Avikti Parivar. Today's day, June 24th, which is Mama's Day. In New York, it will be tomorrow, but in India, it has been already started. So it's a very, very special day for all of us. As Brahmins, it's our Mama's Day, and we do remember Mama with so much love and all her teachings. So, of course, at all the centers, they will be offering book for Mama's Day special, and we will be offering for Mama tomorrow evening in Avikti Parivar. So, yes, we will get special message as well. And every day we had been getting beautiful point of Mama. So today's day 24 June. To remain constantly cheerful, be easy, natured, and tolerant. Today's topic is easiness, greatness, and tolerance. The specialities of Mother Jagdamba. We remember two slogans from Mama a lot. First, Mama always used to say, every moment is our final moment. Second, the one who is giving the orders is making me move. Mama always remembered these two mantras and also reminded everyone. With these mantras, we will easily become the conquerors of attachment and the embodiments of remembrance, and won't get caught up in other complications, keeping our intellect free from everything else. We will be able to fulfill Baba's hopes. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi ji.
Om Shanti. Actually, we play this presence of Mama and the song because it must be with all of you, but for me, it brings me in the feelings of being in the yagya. Do you all feel same way? How many of you feel that way? No, because then we know is that we should be doing it, or because yagya is still here and it's very big. But the days when Baba and Mama were there, and it was just the beginning of yagya, definitely it was different, no? So we kind of play it so that we go back to the beginning of yagya and feel the yagya, right? Feel the presence of Baba and Mama. Tomorrow is Baba's day. As you all know that Mama was very young when she came, with her mother and her auntie, mother sister. One was Chantamani Dadi, and she was her mother's sister. So three of them came and they surrendered. And, Mama was, it's like the way she heard Murli. We all listen to Murli, we all read Murli, but the way she heard Murli, and then Baba saw whenever she had to repeat Murli, the way she will explain the points. So Baba immediately felt that she is the one who is Saraswati, and she is the one who is goddess of knowledge. And then Baba told her that after Baba's Murli, she should also speak for 10 minutes. So actually it was before Baba. No, meditation will begin and then Mama will speak for about 15 minutes. Some of you must have read, no? Mama's Murli's books. In Dadis, they also give good classes, but they were not called Murli. But Mama's was called Murli. Baba said, Mama plays Murli. So I think that it's a very, point for us to see when I'm listening Murli. Because sometimes we listen and we still look here, there, phone is also, it's like, it's a study, So Baba gives example that lawyers, so many, they study together. But one lawyer, he charges for one case 100,000. And there is one lawyer who doesn't have enough money to get a new black coat. So it's the study, depends on our status, our everything in yagya or even in Lokik life. How do I study? So one of that point was something very plus, of course, then Baba said to her that she will be playing the role of Mama, and she was only 23. And just imagine young girl, and she said, "Okay, Baba." And after that, like everyone start looking at her, you are Mama, and well, she start becoming really mother, and so it's just like father, gives direction, is little more strict. So anything happen, they will go to Mama. Baba will also send them to Mama. Wednesday was the day of cooking for Mama. Because even when we went to Madhuban with the group, we cooked 3 meals per day, one day per week. In the morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So Mama used to cook. So tomorrow, the bhog which we will make will be what Mama used to cook. But she won't use any turmeric or nothing, just little salt and maybe little lemon, but not really lot of Western or Eastern seasoning. So it was very, very plain food she will cook. So everyone knows that that is Mama's cooking, Mama's bhog. So tomorrow, I don't know, you all had been doing that here. I haven't talked, but telling Mataji that we make something original, what Mama used to make. So Mama was, that royalty. Of course, what we bring from our Lokik family, but royalty when you belong to Baba, belong to Yagya, no desire, simple life, constantly at service, and do whatever Baba wants us to do. There were amazing qualities which Mama had. And then it was her part, whatever. she was not physically too well. I remembered I used to be early 60s. I was in Jammu and Kashmir for 3 years. So Mama came to Jammu. Srinagar, Kashmir is the mountain. It's like Abu Road and Mount Abu. So Jammu is at the like Abu Road, and then is Srinagar, Kashmir. I mean, both are, it's a J and K, means they are Jammu and Kashmir. And Kashmir was not 4,000, Mount Abu is 4,000, but was quite high. And so she was there, Mama, with us. We noticed that she is not too well, and she went back to Bombay directly. And after that, she was treated and she kept doing service, still keep traveling. But then when doctor said there's no further treatment, so Baba said, just come and be with in Madhuban. So Mama was in Madhuban. So Mama used to listen Murli every morning in her room. So someone said, Mama, why do you need to listen to Murli? You have all the knowledge. She said, when I'm listening Murli, I'm checking, have I become the embodiment of this point? Am I become the sarup, the image of that point? And secondly, what more service can be done? So Mama never missed Murli. And that was the year, you all have seen this beautiful hut in Madhuban. And on the side, first time, Baba, the farmer there of our garden, he planted this, the vine of grapes, the vine. Very beautiful, big bunches were hanging. And then in the end, they wrap it with the cotton cloth, so that the birds doesn't come and also to make them right. So that was the first time. So Mama was given the grapes. I think it was in the afternoon, and she gave everyone few grapes. I mean, I always kind of look at myself that if I know that within few hours I'm going to leave body, what will be my stage? But Mama said, consider every moment to be the last moment. So one is suddenly it happens. Day before yesterday, we got the news. Quite a young sister. She slept, but she had heart failure. Midnight, and in the morning they came to know. For me, I thought it's the best because she didn't know anything. But what must be this? The power of faith, power of love, whatever power was there, her stability. And her face was, nothing showed on her face. No, as you all know that Dadi Janki always used to say, if pain is in the knee, but why pain is being seen on the face? It's in the knee, so why your face? That means our face should always be cheerful. And so then Mama left body. Of course, the bhog is offered generally for 13 days, all that was done. And after that, because many of us were so connected with Mama, of course, some were very affected. Like for me, I was not affected in the way, but of course, kind of start feeling to take more responsibility as Mama is not there. So Mama really kind of set example how our stage should be. If I have to go suddenly, or if I know I have to go both ways, we have to be ready. But Mama was very joyful, very cheerful, always full of enthusiasm, ever ready to go anywhere, do service. So really was the instrument, very good instrument of Papa. So tomorrow morning we will offer both. And I was telling Kalaban that at 11 o'clock, if we can meet here to celebrate, create little bit of yagya, little bit of Omanli, little bit of Mama's presence for an hour. And I hope even you all are busy, but you could come at 11 for an hour. And then there will be Brahma Bhojan. And so that's the day for tomorrow. And so now again, easiness, greatness, and tolerance. Baba says, in order to keep the mind of viewer, the mind of viewer avyakta stage, or the using word mirror in Hindi, clean and clear. So Baba says, pay attention to three things. Pay attention to three things: easiness, greatness or elevated, and tolerance. Baba says, even if Baba says it means one of the three is, if one of the three is missing, then Baba says that, then what happens? The stage of that stage which is lacking will then appear on the mirror. A dot or something will be on mirror. So therefore, Baba says, whatever work you have to do, let, Baba says, ordinariness not appear in that task. Shouldn't be in an ordinary way. Anything you do, Baba said, transform. So it's ordinary then elevated. So the difference between ordinariness into greatness, Baba says, have tolerance in every test. And Baba says, imbibe easiness in your words, and success will then be visible in your service. So we all are doing service, but if there can be more success, then we have to pay attention that everything, the way we do is great, is elevated, and then the success definitely is more and more. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good evening.
Hello, Shireen Ben, you are here?
Om Shanti. I feel I'm there. I feel I'm there.
Remembering I said, last time you came when Jayanti Ben was here, and this time we missed you. Come tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I wish I could. It's very expensive these days to come, but it feels like I want to come. It feels like I'm missing something.
Airfare's gone up.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Really? Mm.
Yeah. Um, the when you were talking about Mama, the feeling was that she looked so ordinary and something in her was so extraordinary, so elevated. What was in her that was made her, even in her ordinariness, be so elevated?
I think that all love, faith, understanding of knowledge, I mean, all these virtues, right? They are in the awareness, they are merged, and then they emerge, right? Like it can be seen on the face, it can be seen in when you are talking to someone or taking care of yagya. So it's like greatness. We used to say, wow, how great it is. And everything was she did was very elegant, was very, very elevated, both. So she had to be ordinary, means what else? It's not that she will wear ornaments or a beautiful sari. She was as she with like all of us, but her qualities, intensity of those qualities were appearing in her interaction, in her seva, everything.
Right, right. I was thinking about, when she was the Murli, Mama's Murli just now, which was being aired on Avyakti Parivar, and everyone was laughing, and she was using so many English words. And I was thinking, what made Mama's service so successful? What was her secret?
It's like personality.
Mhm.
Because who speaks, and then are you speaking with that experience which you have or embodiment you are? Like people read Murli, everyone reads Murli, but feelings are different because as much you have depth of Murli, as much you have become embodiment or you have done churning. So when you will read it, it will be feeling will be there. So
Mhm.
even if it's simply everyone reads it. So because whatever Mama had in her awareness used to appear in her speaking, and so there was kind of big attraction. When she spoke, like you could feel that lot of power, lot of energy, lot of joy. No, when you listen to Mama, little she speaks and everyone is laughing because she's
Right,
very joyful when she explains. Mhm.
right, right.
So there
Um,
is secret. It's an open secret. Everyone
Open
can.
secret.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that open actually. There was something else going on with Mama, maybe because she was so much in remembrance of Baba that Baba was working through her. But one question I have is if Mama were among signal would she give us?
Remembrance of Baba. For her, there was no effort. I think most of us, if we really see within us, there is so much love for Baba that could be seen like you want to be Babas, you want to belong to Yagya, you want to do Seva. All that is love, no love for Baba. So it's not only, I feel each one of us just look ourselves in our heart and say, how much I love Baba. Huh? We
Absolutely.
love not, right? But then
Absolutely.
from that love, you know, I have to use knowledge and see my thoughts. Am I serving through thoughts? Am I serving through words? Am I serving through actions? So, but I feel that as Mama had love remembrances, we all have to. It's only we have to immerse that and bring it in our practical life. No?
Mm, right, right. Today's Avyak Signal Baba is talking about tolerance and easiness and all of those things. And I was thinking when you were sharing about Mama, when she came to Kashmir, she was sick. And you must have practically seen her with these qualities, that how she tolerated, how she was easy. Share with us some of these things. Like, how was she? Because sometimes now I feel people get sick and all they talk about is their body. And I want to be compassionate and here, but sometimes it feels a little too much. And with Mama, she must not have, drawn people's attention to her body or things like that, right, Didi? Like, what was her stage? Like, how did she deal with the illness?
Something which is not right, you don't need to tolerate. It's
Hmm.
right, so you don't pay attention to that. But some people keep taking that, no? Let's say, I heard and I saw sometimes Mama was younger than many dadis, right? And
Right.
she had more authority because she was Mama. But there was some, no, always say certain things. And Mama will hear it, but it didn't really affect her at all. Any kind of comments or criticism. Not only that, but she had to tolerate few things, I remember. And because I was very friendly with her when she came to Delhi, then what she likes to eat, we will bring those vegetables, bring those fruits for Mama so that, she can enjoy. But I found that she had such natural tolerance. In a way, you neglect it. You don't have to pay attention to something. Let's say somebody says for me something, I check and I say, oh, I don't think I have this sanskar. Then I don't pay attention. And if I have, then I say, thank you, I will look into this and try to change. I don't react,
Mhm.
I don't take it, but I definitely, if it is right, then it's good. Somebody has pointed out so that you can bring changes and it's not tolerance. But if it
Right.
is not something which is right, and it is someone's sanskar to say things like that, then I don't take it.
Mm.
So Mama was like very sensible, very powerful. When I say sensible, because some people are very sensitive. Somebody says something, they keep thinking, keep churning. Okay, somebody said it, but just look at yourself, be honest. If you need to change it. If no, thank you. I'm not taking your gift. So I
Right.
saw Mama really very powerful, strong, and truth, remain to the truth.
Mm.
Baba, yesterday also I said we want to reveal Baba. Right? On other side, we keep covering Baba in the sense of we won't talk about, keep talking of knowledge. So people ask us, but who gives knowledge? We don't say Baba, right? So but
Absolutely.
Mama, she's in the court and she said, I have to speak the truth. So I'm not going to take oath because this is not what I believe. And then they say, oh, did your Baba did this? She said, yes, as father, he loved, she didn't hide anything, but she
Right. Right.
stood by the truth. So I feel that we also have to be now, glorify, okay, God is point of light. But this whole year sitting here, all that is not from point of light, right? It is through the instrument, Brahma Baba. So why I have to uh, hide Brahma Baba? We should openly introduce, this is our founder father. He's the one who became the instrument, not only to give knowledge through mouth, but his wealth, his mind, his body, everything. And then this yoga is created, right? Not a small,
Right. Right.
it's not a, we should glorify. We should talk about it, right? And some people, oh, is he guru? Yes, we can say yes. Is he your master? Yes. But what's wrong to have master, right?
Right?
Nobody
What's wrong
gets
to have a
direct,
guru? I'm
nobody
happy to
gets
say Brahma
directly,
Baba is my guru.
nobody gets directly from point, no? Like
Right.
I am a point of light, but through my body, that I do whatever. So I think that we have to be more open without thinking what people will think. People will think. But what Baba wants us to do or what people think we have to do.
Hmm.
Little bit gap is there. And because of that also we make a lot of effort, but not necessarily people are touched or no, they'll have good time. Good time is not enough, right? But they should just go with the right message, connect with Baba so that their life also changes or have interest in knowledge, that we want to listen knowledge, somewhere we want to see the result of our own effort in
Um,
such a way, right?
right. Absolutely, Didi. Brahma Baba needs to be up front and center in our lives and out, like not hide him. Yesterday on Sundays, Murli Didi, Baba said about copy Brahma Baba. And I was wondering in what way, like practically tell us in what way I need to copy Brahma Baba right now.
You can see from very beginning what Baba did, no? Baba had visions first, like, and then he told his family the changes which happened. Those who want to follow, come with me, and those who want to have your own life in the world, you decide that way. And then after that, he formed a trust, and whatever he had, he surrendered. And then those same trustees are dadis, later on. They were 16, 18 years old Kanyas, and Baba formed a trust. And then, so I think that we also have to think about what I want to do and then look at Baba. Oh, he did it. No. One is what he did, we should do. One is, okay, you are ready to do. So, where I look at, like for me until now, for anything, I just look at Baba. How Baba did it. How would Baba do? Little things like when we are ready to leave Madhuban, Baba will always be there. Yesterday some souls were leaving, and I suddenly thought, oh, these three mothers I had specially invited, maybe I should say goodbye. So I call them and I say, I want to say goodbye. They said, we were just thinking that there's no one to say goodbye. Yeah? And before you used to sit on the chair outside literature and say goodbye to everyone, and now there is no one to say goodbye. So I suddenly thought to call them. So Brahma Baba always said goodbye, and with his handkerchief and then waving.
Right.
Right? So there are certain things I feel is good to, like let's say you are reading Morley and it finishes and you are pulled to do something, you get up and class is still sitting. Like maybe somebody wants to talk to you, maybe somebody has something to share. So I think that there are certain things which Baba did, or it happens in Yagya. It's good to copy them, still continue to do it, right?
Right.
Because
Thank you,
we are
Didi.
so
That was
pulled,
very practical.
always pulled by action or telephone. Telephone is the biggest thing, right? Is keep even if I can't do without certain. So I think calling Baba is saying goodbye, welcoming children. And yesterday I realized that maybe two, three at least should be there when people are leaving so they can say goodbye, right? Otherwise they feel
Absolutely.
they came and they're leaving.
Hmm. Right. Right. That hominess is not there if they just come and go.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
want to be more like a family. Okay,
Right.
so nice. Maybe tickets
I
to
do
become
have one more question, Didi.
one more. Okay.
One more, just one more. Um, Baba was saying that Brahma Baba is so unshakable. What was his secret? I was thinking that's one thing I can also copy is his unshakableness. But how did he maintain his unshakableness?
How did he?
Maintain his unshakable. That Baba was saying that Brahma Baba was always
Yeah,
unshakable.
always. From very beginning, opposition, picketing, then partition of the country, he was cheerful. Baba is with me, victory is with me. Victory is with me because Baba is with me. So no fear. Then this might happen, that might happen, this might. No, he didn't have any thought. Very stable,
Mm.
very cheerful. That's one thing I really admire that so many, we don't face any much big obstacles the way Brahma Baba faced. But he was cheerful. And then later on, because he constantly keeps saying, what am I becoming tomorrow? I am becoming like little Krishna. So then his face was like a child. He never looked old though, you know,
Right.
straight body, cheerful face, very clean, no wrinkles on the face or hands. All that was because of the awareness of what I have to become tomorrow. Right? So actually,
Mm.
old person should look like a child, right? And that's what Brahma Baba was. Right?
Right. Right. Thank you,
Okay.
Didi.
Thank you. Thank you. I think when you book tickets lot in advance, then it's cheaper. Okay.
Mm. Right.
Anyway, yeah. See you somewhere. Okay. Om Shanti.